Hello, good morning. Welcome to my TikTok channel. And on this series, I want to talk about managing challenging relationships because many people break in and out of relationships because of challenges. But I want to let you know that to every new relationship, there are new challenges because individuals have different experiences, they have different behavior patterns, they have different things, they behaving and different way of doing their things. So human beings are diverse. So for every new relationship, there are diverse behaviors, there are diverse attitudes which you're going to confront with. So breaking out of that relationship and going into a new one is not the solution, right? Because human beings are different and relationships carry different baggages. People come into relationships with different baggages. So in this series, I want to tell you about how to manage challenging relationships. And this will help our interpersonal connections and then present difficulties melt away, because going into different relationship today, you're with somebody else, tomorrow another person because of challenges that come with it. But these relationships actually can be managed. So in this series, I want to talk about how to manage challenging relationships because the most difficult people to manage are not animals, but because animals you can use cane, you can use whip to drive them, but human being are the most difficult person to manage. And that person you look at in the mirror is the greatest enemy, not your friend. When you look at the mirror, whoever you see is your greatest enemy, and that is yourself. So when you know how to manage yourself, you can be able to manage people easily, and you can meander through different circumstances and different relationships. So in this series, we shall be looking at how to manage challenging relationships. So what are challenging relationships? Challenging relationships are interpersonal connections that come with difficulties, come with conflicts and a lot of emotional hurdles, emotional garbage, emotional stuff we need to tackle. These relationships can be with your loved ones, your husband, your wife. It could be with family members, relatives. It could be with your friends. It could be with your colleagues at work, and it can also be with romantic partners. And these challenging relationships have various characteristics. For instance, they have issues, have issues, unresolved issues, come with poor communication. When you make communication, there's always something to pick on, right? So, there are frequent disagreements, relationship that there's always an argument, always a friction. There's no day go by, no week go by, no month go back without, conflicts. So there is frequent disagreements, and then there are issues of trust, challenging relationships, there are issues of trust. You can't trust your partner can't trust you, can't trust your friends can't trust you. Or we have various incompatible values and expectations. So challenging relationships have various characteristics, and I've said it before. These are issues like poor communications, issues like frequent disagreements, issues like trust issues, incompatible values and expectations. And this has a way of affecting not just our well-being, but our health. So challenging relationships can have a profound impact on our well-being, our mental health, and this can lead to a lot of stuff like stress and anxiety, because constant tension and conflict in challenging relationships lead to chronic stress, anxiety, affecting mental health. So it has effect on our physical health. The stress from challenging relationships can manifest in physical health problems like, you have headache, you have sleep disturbances at night. Just imagine you don't have peace with somebody, and the next day you have to wake up and go to work and see that person. That sleep, they can't sleep. So there are sleep disturbances that are even more serious, that become serious with over time. So people who have lost sleep, they can't sleep at night because they have to take tablets because they keep on having different challenging relationships, unresolved conflict, unresolved issues that they live with every day. And because of that, you see them living that relationship. But we're saying don't live. Right, let's see how far you can manage it with this series in a better way. We have emotional well-being is affected. This has to do with negative relationships that can erode into self-esteem. You have poor self-esteem of yourself, poor self-esteem of your capabilities because of the way your partner, your friend look at you, the way your employers look at you, the way family members look at you. It can affect your self-esteem because because there's no motivation, there's no encouragement. There's always someone who is there to pull you down. It can affect your self self-esteem to a greater extent. Even your self-worth and value goes down. You have a man always putting you down. A man don't believe that you can achieve anything, don't believe that you're intelligent, don't believe that you can still try again even after a series of failures. So this affects your self-esteem, affects your self-worth, which can lead to feelings of sadness, feelings of depression and loneliness. People come to work, transfer aggression, the hurt they suffer the one relationship, they transfer it to another relationship, and the innocent brother, innocent man, innocent woman is bearing the consequence of what she didn't know because of transferred aggression into our moods. And then also affect our work and productivity. When you have a challenging relationship, this can spill over into your professional life, impacting your job satisfaction, job quality, and productivity. And also, challenging relationships leads to isolation. Individuals may withdraw from social activities or networks due to the stress of dealing with challenging relationships, leading to isolation. When you're isolated, issues of depression come in, issue of suicide comes in, issue of sickness, ulcers coming. So the goal of this series is to make you come out of every isolation, every self-esteem, every self-worth, every low productivity, to move to a higher realm by meandering your way through this challenging relationship. So the goal of this series basically on improving relationship management is to improve our relationship management skills. And after this whole thing, you can, if you want to enhance your self-worth, if you need emotional intelligence to navigate difficult circumstances, you want to develop strong communication skills, including active listening, empathy, and conflict resolution. You want to establish and maintain healthy boundaries in relationships. Sometimes relationships are challenging when boundaries are not set, when boundaries are not known. Not everyone can enter your space. You should have control over your space. You want to learn how to manage and diffuse conflicts constructively. Conflicts can be managed and diffused at the early stage constructively, right? Not destructively. You want to learn how to cultivate patience, understanding, and compassion in challenging situations. You want to explore methods for reducing stress and improving overall well-being while dealing with difficult relationships. In this series, we shall be looking at these things effectively. And I'll catch up with you in the next series. We shall be talking about self-reflection. Because as I said, the person you see in the mirror, that is your greatest enemy, which is yourself. So when you understand yourself, you understand your boundaries, you know your strengths and your weaknesses, you carry out strength SWOT analysis on yourself. It will help you to go through challenging relationships. See you same time, same venue. God bless you.